Welcome to the 2015 Rally America National Championship, combining some of the world's best drivers on some of the toughest stage roads in North America. Through 8 rounds of racing spanning coast to coast across the United States, through mud, snow, dust, and forest, one radio show is there covering all the action. This is Rally America Radio.
Here in Missouri, things have been absolutely, as David Higgins would put it, mental. It's just a madhouse here. Podium celebrations have changed. They're in a small building at this point. We have most of the national podium finishers in. A lot of the regional entries still out on course, out on the stages. And I got to apologize for you listeners, a lot of you waiting for updates off and on. And cars went out around noon, 1 o'clock Central Time. Here we are 6, 7, 8 hours later, I believe, and cars still struggling to come in after 3 stages. And it's crazy that the first stage, stage 13, they went on this afternoon. They ended up transiting that stage. Moving on to stage number 14, they had problems out on course, so a lot of the cars weren't able to complete it, so they were assigned times based on some of the finishers ahead of them. And then moving on to 15, the same thing happened. A lot of the cars had to get assigned times. So basically, the 3 stages they did this afternoon that were supposed to take a couple hours ended up taking 7 or 8, pushed everything back. We ended up having to cancel 16, 17, and 18. Multiple red crosses, multiple accidents, cars broke, stuck on hills, you name it. It has all gone down here at the 100 Acre Wood Rally. As crazy as Snowdrift is, this was 10 times the event this year with sheer madness. These stage roads definitely not used to getting this type of ice and snow. Drivers, were struggling with it. Tire choices, everything else, all event long. Absolutely pure insanity here in Salem, Missouri. I think they're going to start podium celebrations here in just a little bit. Some of the drivers still showing up as far as the regional entries go. I don't know if we're going to be able to actually get you any driver interviews tonight. It's just that crazy loudness in a small room. Normally they were going to have it in downtown Salem and have all the announcements. That all got canceled because of the weather conditions. I got to tell you, it is not pleasant to be outside right now in Salem, Missouri. Quick rundown. Overall, David Higgins taking the win. David Sterks finishing up in second. Peter Fatella in third. That is your overall podium. Open results. David Higgins taking the victory. David Sterks in second. Peter Fatella in third. That's your open class results. Moving on to super production results, and Gary Gill, even with the brake problems, walking away with a win. Lachlan O'Sullivan taking home second after pulling a super rally from his not finishing yesterday. So Lachlan O'Sullivan still coming back with second. Press on regardless. Lachlan coming home with a podium finish. And then in third, it's Todd McAllister in the Subaru, finishing up in third in super production. Moving on to your two-wheel drive results. Things shaken up tremendously in two-wheel drive. We had Cameron Steele walking away with a win. Him and Troy Miller having a shootout. Went down to 28 seconds, and Steele ended up walking away with a win in the Fiesta. Another Fiesta in second place, Troy Miller. And then in third, it was James Robinson in the B-Spec, finishing up in third. ACP, he's going to finish up in fourth in two-wheel drive, just outside of the podium after scratching and clawing back. But tough break for ACP. That tie rod on day one definitely came back to haunt him. And then your B-Spec, obviously James Robinson taking the victory, as well as a podium in two-wheel drive. And looks like we've got Jean-Pierre Rasaya finishing up in the Chevrolet Sonic, second in B-Spec. So notables in here in the overall. James Robinson, 8th overall on in the national cars. That's a solid result for a B-Spec. Looking down the list, Cameron Steele in the two-wheel drive, taking home a 5th. Top 5 in a two-wheel drive, and that's an R1 Fiesta, not an R2. It's not an ST, an R1 Fiesta. Cameron Steele saying that it definitely benefited him at this rally, having less power. So go figure, things just absolutely chaotic here. It's madness. I got to tell you, for the course workers out on course, I got to say, man, you guys are hardcore, absolutely hardcore. Tip of the cap to you guys today. It's just crazy. The temperatures, the snow, everything you had to deal with. Tip of the cap to all the volunteers who made this rally happen. All the staff at Rally America working through the same things here. Tip of the cap to them. The drivers, my goodness, you guys sitting out on stage in absolutely bitter temps, tons of snow, fighting through the ice. Anybody that made it to the finish line here is a winner as far as I'm concerned. Definitely one of the rallies that's going to go down in the history books. Is probably one of the most brutal rallies. I wouldn't even say in Rally America history. I would say in rally history. You heard it from David Higgins. He said this rally stands out in his mind as probably the worst conditions ever run for a rally. And don't forget, unlike the Europeans, these guys, no traction, no spikes. They were running tractionized tires. So battling through the ice, the slippery conditions without the benefit of studs on their tires, and that's one thing you got to love about Rally America. It makes it a little different than all the other rally series in the world. No studs. It's not Rally America's choice. It's a U.S. choice, but the tractionized tires definitely giving them a little bit of a benefit. Normally, not happening out here, and I got to tell you, Rally America did what they could to put on an amazing event, especially all the people and all the volunteers at the 100 Acre Wood Rally. Tremendous event, all things considered. I would definitely say it's a win, and like I said before, it's definitely going down in the history books. What can I say, man? It's been a great couple of days here in Missouri. Looks like more snow dropping overnight. Here's hoping we can all get plane flights out tomorrow. No guarantees with that, but kicking off the 2015 Rally America National Championship, back-to-back rounds with snowdrift, and then here at the 100 Acre Woods, brutal conditions at both ice, snow. These drivers are going to earn the national championship this year. Let me tell you, they are going to earn it, because kicking things off the first two rounds, definitely not the way anybody wanted them to go as far as conditions on stage. Next up, we got quite a break, a little over a month, and month and a half, and then it's Rally America's heading to the Oregon Trail Rally. So hoping for a little bit sunnier temps. I guarantee you these guys could deal with some mud at this point. They don't mind the mud, but let's stay away from the ice and snow. Been a great rally, and once again, my apologies to all you listeners. Things were crazy here yesterday, lack of internet access. Today, it was just, we had nothing to report on. Madness out on the trails. Cars flipped over, cars in the ditches. At one point we had a mail lady out on course. We had to shut down one of the stages of the rally because a veterinarian had to get in for a pregnant cow. And I am not joking, a pregnant cow. And then we also had the event shut down at one point because a wedding procession proceeded to go through the rally, through one of the transit stages, I believe. So seriously, pregnant cows, mail ladies, wedding processions. I don't know if a rally between the snow, the ice, the temperatures, everything else, I don't think a rally could get any more bizarre than this. Like I said before, this is one for the history books here, the 2015 edition of Rally in the 100 Acre Wood. We will definitely be back with Rally America Radio at the Oregon Trail Rally. On behalf of Rally America, all the staff and the volunteers at Rally in the 100 Acre Wood, I am Jim Beaver. I am signing off from Salem, Missouri. Thanks for listening in, and we will be back at the Oregon Trail Rally.
The Subaru WRX and WRX STI. A 268-horsepower, turbocharged Subaru Boxer engine rockets the WRX around corners and down straightaways. A race-ready 305-horsepower turbocharged Subaru Boxer engine keeps the WRX STI a rally legend. The Subaru WRX and WRX STI. It's not a sibling rivalry. It's a tag team. Get the latest from Subaru Rally Team USA at Subaru.com/rally.